Hiya folks, only me. So I haven't done a video for a while. I've got some coming along. There's an update for the Fizzy, where I've been messing about with the clutch again. And also I've done a video of my little Lambretta. I've been doing a little bit of work on that. But I've yet to, the Lambretta isn't working now. I just need to go out and do a bit of a run. I've got my GoPro camera now, so I'll put that on my crash out and we'll go for a little run. Then I can finish that video. This is a bit of an ongoing project, the Fizzy. The latest thing with it is that I seem to have an oil leak. If I leave it for a long while sitting in the garage, you get an oil leak on the floor. So the latest thing with this, I washed it off with brake cleaner yesterday. I'm just keeping an eye. It seems to be when it's just sat. So it's on there waiting to see, after I've cleaned it, if I can see where it's coming from. So I've got another video of that coming along sometime. I want to do a video of the Melody because we want to sell that. So I thought I'd get it on the table. It hasn't sort of been used for a couple of years, although I've started it up every few months. But we'll get that on the old table and do a video of that and me riding up and down the road, and then we're trying to sell that because it doesn't get used. Someone might have a use for it, who knows. But this video, if you tuned in hoping for a moped video, I'm going to let you down, I'm afraid. But you've got to remember there's more to life than mopeds. And as I zoom in here, we have a box, and it's not Hardy's white Australian wine. It's a toy steam engine. And we found this in the attic. So it's probably been in this box for, well, at least 20 years. And before that, it was just, I think it was just in my my garage when I used to live at Bicester. And it all got packed up when we moved. So when I say 20, maybe 18 years. So I haven't opened it yet, but I seem to remember this is my a steam engine I had when I was a kid, basically. So without further ado, I'll pop you in the stand. We're going to open it up, see what we got, perhaps see if we can get it running. Right, let's see what's in the box. Oops, upside down. There we have it, a toy steam engine, which I had when I was a kid. I'm looking at it now, remembering stuff, and one of them being that it used to have a filler here, but I think the thread stripped on it, and I think it's my granddad helped me just solder a little patch on there, and then what we do, we take the safety valve out and fill it from there, which is fine, because if it's gonna get over pressurized, it will still work. It's just that we're using this as a filler plug as well. I do remember that. So yeah, there it is. I don't think there's much to do on it. I should put a little bit of oil on it. I've got some warm water. Put some warm water in there just to save waiting for ages for it to, you know, get steam up. I've got my burner. I shall also, well, I've got some meths as well, so just get those and go from there. So we found some meths. Just run you around this little engine then. So it's a steam engine, runs off steam obviously. So you fill the water up, I think it's about this height here where the hole is. And then you stick your burner underneath it. This is a little burner, you put meths in there. I think originally it had perhaps a little wooden handle on it, but we haven't got that anymore. And then when it gets steam up, it comes out of this pipe here in the top, goes round here into steam engine, into the actual engine bit of it. And there's a very simple valve system here where I think if the crank's in that angle, it's lined up so the steam comes through and it pushes the piston up and moves that round, and then you've got some inertia into the flywheel then, so when it gets this far it's got enough inertia in that flywheel to bring it back again. And when it's in this position, I believe that the steam, instead of pushing the piston up, is released through this pipe here. And then the people that made this engine, do you know what, I can't remember the name now, they do all sorts. Is it Manard or something? I'm gonna have to look that up. The steam then goes into the funnel. Doesn't have to. Some of them it can just, you know, just be released here, but it goes into the funnel, so you get steam coming out of the funnel, which makes it look nicer when it's running. And yeah, I don't think there's any speed control on it, really. No, there isn't, is there? And then this thing would be attached to, you could attach it to some little, you could buy the sort of miniature hammers and saws and things like that when you're a kid. I just got this second hand, if I remember rightly. It might even belong to my cousin Desmond back in the day. But yeah, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to screw it down to this piece of wood. I've got this on this piece of wood, so it's not going to be bouncing around everywhere. But if I have a problem with fire or anything, I shall quickly release this, take it outside. But I think it'll be all right. So I'll stick you in there, and I'm going to put some oil around it. Hasn't been run for ages, so just a little bit of oil, and a bit on the plate there, on the thing. I don't know if put a little bit down that hole, perhaps. And a little bit on the bearings. That's it, I think. Now, let's screw this down onto my bit of wood. Yep. Need a pair of pliers. Take the top off. So that's a little safety valve. So if it gets too much pressure in there, inside the boiler, this will release like that. Now, need a little funnel. I think when you had them new, they had a little plastic funnel, but I haven't got a little funnel. But what I have got is a syringe, so I don't know how long it will take, but my plan is just to fill it up with that. I don't think that will take too long. How much we got in there? Not enough. A bit of stick. Can't really see with that because it just runs off it straight away. It's not like oil. I'll carry on. I think it's about up to there, I think, at the moment. think that's probably enough. Okay, pop this back on. Nip it up. So, little mess in here. See what happens with this. There we go. That's the light. You can hardly see it, but yeah, that's the light. That's good. We'll try and get it under the boiler now without spilling it. Let it do its stuff. Well, that's been heating up for about 5 minutes now, and I looked it up on the internet. It's a MAMOD. Strange name, a MAMOD steam engine, and they do traction engines and little engines like this. I can hear some steaming going on now, so it might be getting up steam, as they say. And also a little car. It's like an early 1903 car or something, based on an old car with a steam engine. I remember the traction engine, if I remember rightly, had a long spring attached to the steering wheel, so you got it running as a kid, and then you ran after it. And now we're getting some motions going on here. We've got a bit of a leak, which I'm not going to worry about too much at the moment, because it might still get enough steam up. Yeah, so I never had one as a kid. I just had this was second hand from my cousin. I think we're going to put you back in the stand, see if we can get this thing spinning. Not quite yet. Let's hope we're not losing too much pressure up there. Probably the O-rings have got a bit old. But I'm still hoping it's going to get enough pressure up there to get this little thing running. It's a shame that. Come on. Be good if we could get it going after all these years. I feel a bit of resistance there. Definitely got some pressure down here. Not quite yet. I've got confidence it will work. If not, I'll have to let it cool down, have a look at why we've got such a big leak there. Well, we can hear steam. Oh, there we go. Run out of steam now. Leak on the top probably doesn't help. We'll have to look at that, see if we can cure that. leaks in the top pipe as well. That's a shame. Is it because we've run out of flame? No, the flame's still going. I wouldn't have thought we'd run out of water yet. We'll have to take the, we'll have to look into this. Oh. I'll put that out. I think it might have run out of water actually. I didn't want to get it too hot because if it gets too hot and it's run out of water, you're going to melt all the solder that's holding it together. Right, let's, I don't know if I can release the pressure out of here. So we had a problem up here and a problem here. Right, and I've got some safety goggles on, just in case, but I don't think there is any pressure in it. So we had a problem there. That was I was going to tighten that up carefully. I don't want to shear anything off. And then we'll take this out. There's any water in there or not? I think literally might be I haven't got enough water in it. That's, I soon got through that. Now this, there is a little gasket. There's a little gasket on there, and this is probably a rubber gasket, so I should see what I can find. See if we can improve that a bit. And just clean that a little bit. Yeah, so this little safety valve is built up in the factory. It's built up and that's it. So I'm guessing, we'll find out in a minute because I've got a little spike here. I'm guessing there's a seal pressed into the brass bit here. Then the shaft goes in, and then they put a spring on, and then they crimp it at the end. I mean, then they put a washer on here when it was made, when it was new. So it's not working now. So what I'm going to do, I don't want to risk buggering it up, but what I should do is try and get that seal out, because I can probably find another little bit of rubber to go in there, and then see if we can find another washer for this. Well, this doesn't look too bad. It may have been I just didn't have it tight enough. Right, I'll pop it back in here. You're not going to see too much, but the idea is to see if I can get a seal out of here. Doesn't seem to be anything there. Feels like it's it feels like there's a seal in there. Don't really want to butcher the crimp on the end of the. Oh, that's a shame, that is. Well, I think for today's exercise, we'll get some more water in it. I think I'm going to leave that. I think what we'll do is we'll put some more water in the engine and nip that up a bit more this time, tighten up a bit more, and just see if we can get another run out of it. Okay. Right, I've got some more warm water. Oh, that seems to be full up. Oh. So, I don't really think that was out of water. Let's have another go. Oh, better put the top on. A bit tighter this time. And I've already checked that. Get a little, hopefully that's good. And get this in here. I'll let that heat up again. See if we get a bit of a longer run than we did last time. And then it will be going back in its box for the next 20 years. Now you can still see this is leaking, which is a shame. Perhaps I should I undo that? If I undo it and fix it, what's it going to prove? Not a great deal, because I'm not going to be going off down the road on this thing. It was just something to do, really, have a little play. Now I should leave it, see if we can get a bit of steam up and get it running again. And that's it. I can hear it getting steam up. Spotted it's got the name on the crank there. If you can see that or not. Bring that round a bit. There you go. MAMOD. Right, here we go. So we've got a leak up on the pipe. It looks like the safety valve's not leaking anymore. I should be able to give this a spin. Shame about that. I don't know. I'll put my safety goggles on again. I'll give that a little tweak. I don't think that's going to cure it. See if we spin it. Not yet. The safety valve's leaking as well, again. A little bit. It's an improvement though, the safety valve. We've still got fire in there. No, it's stopped. I think it may just not be getting enough pressure up. trying, folks, it's trying. So the other argument is maybe I've got too much water in it. It's not creating enough steam. It might be that. Might just be not enough steam in the top above the water. That'll kind of make sense. I bet that's what it is, you know. Because it isn't actually steam coming out the top, it's more hot water. I bet that's what it is. So do I just keep this heating up? Or do I remove some of that water? I don't remember all this hassle last time when I was a kid. Getting the damn thing running. Right, let's give it another go. No. What on earth's up with it? Well, sorry about this, folks. I thought, when we first initially got it running, I thought, well, this is going to be an easy, quick video. I should keep it warming up. I'll get the old temperature gauge on it, see what temperature it is. (126°C), so should be having super bloody steam here. I wonder if all I've done is tighten the top down a little bit. I'm thinking perhaps I want to be checking the pipes. Check we haven't got a blockage. It's very strange. If I lift that up, we've definitely got pressure in there. So pull that arm away, we've got plenty of steam pressure in there. So I think we'll have to have this apart. Well, I don't know. If I pull this piston away from the side plate, we've got steam coming out. So there is some adjustment on that spring, but I'm not sure what that's actually for. Just undo that a little bit. There we go. That's the piston gone. Right. I think we're going to have a look at this little engine. Right, I've been thinking about this. I think I might have too much water in it. So I'm going to remove some. Using the syringe and this pipe. I really need a dipstick. I've got a bit of paper here. Yeah, the water level's up to about here, so that's what I think the problem is. There's too much water and we're not getting enough steam at the top. Put the old dipstick in again. Break that off. So it's still, that's down, I think that's down to about here now, so I'll stick the burner underneath it. With a bit less water. And hopefully get one last run out of it before we put it away again for another whole load of years. $90, $82. Just feels like it should go now. It's making all the right sounds. It's gonna go now. Nope. That's very odd. Off camera I got some compressed air and blew the pipes out and they seem good. Don't know. Give it another go. There we go. There we go. That's sweet, that is. Got it running at last. I thought it was, I had too much water in it. It probably stopped now. While it builds up pressure again. There you go. And with the leaks that I had, so I think it's still leaking out of the top here, maybe a little bit out of there as well, so it runs out of pressure. But wow, that's sweet, that is. There's no point in fixing these little leaks because what am I going to do with it after? I'll just hold it up there and let it get pressure out. If I push it If I hold it up here, it lines up, it misaligns the holes. So it allows it to build up a bit of pressure. There's a bit of leakage there, but that's okay. Wow, that's sweet. So that's the sort of thing we had when we were kids. We didn't have Nintendos and stuff like that. You played around with fire, literally. And you wouldn't be able to sell these now for kids, I don't think. Too bloody dangerous. Some kid will be messing about like I just was and get a stream of compressed steam in your eye, and then you take the manufacturers to court and get thousands and millions of pounds. But these were great little toys when we were kids. Let's give it a little spin. Oh, nope, hasn't got steam up yet. What's the temperature in there? 117. My worry is, of course, that I've run out of water now. Let's give it a little. I can feel loads of water in there still. That's my main worry, because if you run out of water and you're heating it, all your solder will melt and the bloody thing will fall apart. Still, we got it running. There we go. Hope you enjoyed that. It's not mopeds, but it's just me dicking about in my garage. And yeah, so till the next one. Hopefully it'll be a bit more of an exciting video. We'll try and get out on that Lambretta with some footage from the I'm waffling now. I'm waffling away. Right, bye for now. Let's see if we can get it going one more time. Sorted now, right amount of water, and I filled up the mess again. We've got a big flame on there. That's good. You keep the steam coming up the front. It's going a lot quicker than it looks on the film, because I think you get the strobe effect. The camera got. There we go. That's brilliant. Stop now. There we go. So I think initially getting it going, I had too much water in it, and then I was trying to keep the pressure up, and this hadn't got enough mess in it, so I filled it up again. It had a good flame on it there, and there's still loads on it now, and that was enough to keep it running. So yeah, that's working as it should really. So well, that's it. So I'm going to sign off now, and if you got to the end of this video, well done, and let's hope we get some moped videos coming soon. Bye for now. Okay folks, so this is the video that never ends. I went on the internet last night to see what, if there's any information about this little engine, and apparently it is a MAMOD SE1 model steam engine built between 1958 and 1963. And also, what I also noticed, there's a few little videos of them running. I noticed that this safety valve is simpler than I thought. All it is behind there is an O-ring, and of course that's perished. It must be just brass against brass at the moment, which is holding, but over here I've got a load of O-rings, so I'm going to try and fit one of these, and then, even though it's not like I'm planning to use it, it's just something to do really on a wet summer's day. Right, let's have a look. Let's try and find an O-ring. Alright, I'll measure the shaft, and it's 318, 315, something like that. I've picked out an O-ring which looks like it'll work, so we just try and pop that on here. Might as well give it a trial run. There we go. Alright, that's fitted again. The other thing I did find out is that where I said we fill it to, that's actually just a level plug. So what you do, if this wasn't broken and been soldered up, you unscrew the level plug, and then you take this out as we did, and you fill it up with a little funnel until it pours out of there, and then that's the correct amount of water. So it's all a bit of a learning curve on this. It's been so long. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start the flame up again and see how much that leaks. Hopefully it won't, and then it will be the end of the video. Seems to be getting steam up already. That's only a few minutes. Let's see if we can get it to go. There we go. Well, that's it. Running like a good